Well, welcome back everyone. As you can see, we have a few clips here today. We're going to move the processor and get set up. We have a lot of cleanup to do from yesterday. Our video came out, it was 40 degrees when we started the other day, and this morning it's 26 today. So we have a little bit of cleanup to do, and we're going to get the processor running, or the processor. Jill's got me saying processor. Get the processor going, and we'll get Jill started on that. And we'll just give you a few little clips today around the yard, and we'll probably come back tomorrow and give you a few more, let you know what's going on. We're supposed to have a lot of snow, as they called for last week, which we didn't get. We got a couple 3 inches, and that wind blew. As you can see, we had a few drifts around our pallets, and it warmed up and rained, and then got cold again. So it made quite a mess, really. So we'll get started today, and then tomorrow, not that we're hoping for snow, but if we do, I'm going to show hooking up the snowblower to the tractor, which we have not had on this year, which is extremely rare for the 8th of January. And maybe we'll have some videos the next few days of cleaning up the yard, which takes hours. So thanks for staying with us. So here comes Jill. She's going to try recording. She has never run the camera, so she's going to give it a try today. We're going to move the processor and get it set up. So here she is. We'll get her set up here. Stay with us.
Well, this is going to be my first try at operating the camera, and we're going to check out how I do. Jeff is kind of scraping off the dirt that we put down yesterday and the rocks, gravel, so we can make room for our next pile of firewood. As you can see, yesterday I did get that trailer processed. So we want to move the processor so we can start another pile of wood, the birch. Let me just kind of show you the skyline. Beautiful skyline today. King Martin is absolutely gorgeous. We have about 2 weeks left before we get sun here on our property. This is as bright as it gets. We have absolutely no sunshine for 2 months. And there's Pinnacle over here. Here Jeff is hooking up the hitch to the processor. Now we'll come over here and we will move the elevator back up to the processor.
So we've got the processor moved. I scraped out some with the tractor, then Jill finished it up here with a shovel, cleaned up some of the snow. Got a few more pallets on the ground. Moved the elevator head about 5 feet or so, I guess. And this is what she done yesterday. She got a little bit more done. There's about, doesn't look at a whole trailer load there, 2.5 more cord yesterday afternoon. And today she probably won't get quite as much done. It's getting a little later, time we got cleaned up. As you can see, Jill's over still picking up scraps, and it's an hour job every day to clean up. If you run this thing 2 hours or 8 hours, it's a lot of work to keep it cleaned up. And if we don't in the winter, you have a frozen mess in a hurry. So to keep everything working proper, we clean up every day. And today we're going to be sawing, processing some birch. Some of this wood we've had in the yard a little while. And this particular stick right here I got a piece of limb I have to cut off, I see. But this is about 24 feet long. 22 feet long probably. So it'll handle it once it's on the intake there, the infade. It'll handle a 20-foot fairly easy. We cut everything 16. We only have 2 infeed chains for the live deck. And I said before, they do offer a third one, which would come out here almost to the end of the log at 16 feet or 15 feet. And then we could put on 20, 25. And the advantage to sawing longer is obviously less load time, less bringing the logs down into the processor, into the infeed. So it goes, really ups the production. You wouldn't believe how much really in a day, how that ups it. So the shortest we normally cut is 16 feet. We can do down as short as 7, but boy, 8 and 10 foot logs, you're forever trying to get a cord of wood. So we try to do 16, and we would have a little longer even now, but our trailer's 16, so hauling it home, we haul our own wood. 16 is, we can haul a little more length, but the trailer gets pretty tail heavy, so we just opt for the 16 foot, and it's been working out very well. So I just wanted to give you a quick update here. We'll get Jill started up and warmed up, and I'll get back and get a quick clip of the processor running today. And then, as I said, we'll be back with you possibly tomorrow or the next day. They are calling for 8 to 10 inches of snow, and I don't know if we're going to get that or not, but that's what the weatherman can predict anything they want to and get away with it. So thanks for joining us. If you haven't, hit the subscribe button. We'd really appreciate it. Our channel is growing and we're getting some followers. Denmark, Tobin over in Denmark has been following. It's much appreciated for all of our viewers. Thanks again. So we'll come around here to the Kubota tractor, and sure enough, there is a woodhound in there. I can see her. Hi, Izzy. Can you say hi? She wants the heater back on, even though it's warm in here. So also this afternoon I have the rock bucket on, which we use to load our firewood. And this particular little pile here has some rot in it, and we're going to use it for ourselves. Of course, every wood dealer burns all of his own junk wood. We're going to take this up behind the house and get it out of our way. And then as time permits, Jill will do a few little resplits, split some of the rot out, and that'll be our wood for the following year. And it looks like Jill is ready to go.
I am. Have a.
slowly gaining. We only had about a half an hour processing today. Time we got cleaned up. We got a little bit more done. Not quite a quart probably. Okay everyone, we're back this morning. We're getting a little bit of snow. Jill made a little progress on the wood yesterday afternoon, getting stacked and stocked up for next year. This is some of the old wood we had out in the pile the other day. She's splitting out some of the rot, putting in the junk wood for ourselves. We'll go out and get the processor fired up and see what Jill's up to. Well, we'll get everything warmed up today, get going. It was pretty cold yesterday. We didn't get too much done. Went to town and got some groceries. It was so cold, we saw an attorney with his hands in his own pockets yesterday. So that was pretty cold. So we'll get fired up here and get going, and then we'll get right back with you. So there's a view of King Mountain that you cannot see. Across the road at Pinnacle, we're getting snow, and they're calling for 8 to 10 inches, and it looks like we're going to get some heavy snow for a while by the looks of these skies. I think winter is finally here in Alaska.
Well, what a difference overnight makes. We have a little dab of snow coming. Jeff is getting our snow blower out. Yeah, he's going to blow off our processor so I can start processing. Anybody who has a WoodYard knows that it doesn't matter if it's raining or snowing. As long as the wind's not blowing, I can be out here processing. But once that wind picks up, I'm done. And here he comes with his little blower. You can see he's just kind of getting a little dab of the snow off in our wood pile.
coming down pretty good. We're getting about an inch an hour. On the other side here. Kind of noisy, but snow. Early afternoon here on January the 10th. Okay, and we're going to call it a day today. Kind of wet, huh, Jill?
I'm getting wet now.
Wet and snowy. 31, 32 degrees here. We'll get the processor cleaned up. And this particular grizzly bar works so well, I think, because part of the pipes are rounded and part of them are square. We've watched several other different grizzlies, and this catches everything. As you can see down here, we have almost nothing in our pile just with this. We don't even need a grizzly on the stacker. Works exceptionally well. We're so happy with this Cord King 1820. Well, we think we're going to call today here in the snow. Go in and grab some lunch and warm up and dry out. So from the Alaska Woodyard, we keep the sawdust flying. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.